Blah, blah, blah. Force mic auxiliary to mono. Maybe that's it. Oh, good grief. Is this it? Did that do the trick? Did that do the trick? Pray. Did that work? Tell me now. Tell me now or forever hold your peace. Yes!
Yeah, it did.
Marco, all right. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me during these hiccups. I'm really glad that we're doing this tonight instead of tomorrow, because tomorrow I'm going to start casting tourney games. And I'm really glad to get this out of the way now. So thank you all very much for helping me through this. Okay, back to what we're going to do, Barton versus Orville. Do you want to say something there, Linsky? I hear you keying up.
No, it's fine. I was just going to say in the audio industry, we'd call that an inelegant solution.
An inelegant solution. All right, well, we're all about inelegant solutions here on Sunday Night Fights. Me streaming at all is an inelegant solution. Here's looking at NTD. Yeah, so let's have a look at Barton's player card, shall we? Because when Barton got unbanned, I was harassing him about not having good enough stats. And he's been working on them. Check him out. A few days ago, when he got unbanned, he was, I think, about 300th in 1v1 Soviets and about 150th in 1v1 Krauts. And now, look, he's climbed almost 100 spots in both factions. So he's now 111th in Soviets with a .609 win percentage on a +5 streak. And he's got a .719, which is quite good, as Axis on a +6 streak. So, I mean, I saw him lose a game or two today, I think. So all of these games were won probably today. All right, here's his opponent, OrvilleTheCat. OrvilleTheCat will be playing the Soviets. He's ranked 195, decent win percentage as well, also on a nice streak. I think this game was played this morning. Any questions or comments about these statistics? Anything else you want to see, you guys? Cap Fighter, Sexy Plexi's in the chat. British General, what's up, you guys? Apropos Joe, Drink Kirby, Con the Streamer, Tenjin, Marco, il mio favorito. Marco, che cosa mangia oggi? Marco, da dove sei? You're not talking to me. All right, fair enough. So this thing can come down, and we'll press this button here. Oops. That was a mistake. Gotta go in game before hitting the button. All right, now we're in game. I flashed you my desktop. If you screenshotted it and found my porn, good for you. Oh, no, it's not a desktop. It's just black. Okay, cool. That works. No porns for you. Okay, so Barton we'll be following Barton. He's playing the Axis in the East. And let's just get it started. Here we go. Marco and Linsky, I'm going to stop keying up Invent. Okay? Oggi ho mangiato pasta con la salsa. Pasta I pomodori. Okay, so Marco ate something that Italians never eat, which is pasta with tomatoes.
A squad of pioneers has arrived.
I think Italians eat that every single day. I want to eat that every day. I love me some pasta. Okay, so I'm still on monitoring source. I want to monitor in low quality. All right, Barton's putting up tier 1. OrvilleTheCat is also putting up tier 1. This is interesting. Before any conscripts. All right, that's cool. Playing it like VCOH, building the tent with the first engineers. And what's he going to make? We're going to have to go over to find out. It's going to be guards. No, penal battalion. Learn to recognize icons. Okay. I really wish that when I was following, if any devs are watching, because I know that's what you guys like to do on your Friday afternoons in Vancouver, I would love to somehow be able to know what the other player is building when I'm following Barton. in the replays. All right. The Piles are going to the north. The NGs are also going to the north. Barton's Grenadiers are coming straight up the gut. He built 2 NG start. Interesting. And then he's going to spam out a lot of Grenadiers. I think everybody thinks that the MG nerf was a little too drastic, so we're going to see a lot more Grenadiers than we are machine guns in this tournament. I had to crank up Chris Blasco's soundtrack, which I enjoy greatly. Okay, that took a long time. Usually a player has, what, 2 or 3 conscripts out by now? But Orville went to the trouble of building Tier 1 and this penal squad. Look how late they come. I don't know if this is viable. We'll find out. Pasta with bacon and eggs. Okay, I don't often put bacon and eggs in my pasta. That's like a whole other meal. But I'm sure you can just put anything in your pasta, particularly if you're Italian. Hey, Marco, when I visited some friends in Rome, they had like a live-in cook that would make their lunches. Does your family have a live-in cook? I know you live outside of Napoli down south, and if anybody has never had Southern Italian tomatoes, that's something you got to experience in your life because those tomatoes are so delicious. They taste different than any other tomatoes in the world. Okay, M3's coming out. Marcus, I talked to my son's mom and my son today about coming to visit you in Napoli. Do you think you could handle all 3 of us, or is the invite just for me? Or can I bring +2? This is stuff I need to know, Marco. So I want to come visit you. I really do. In fact, we could maybe even do it at the beginning of October because my son has 2 weeks off. So we'll talk about that. Party at Marco's house. Everybody's invited. If you can get to Naples, we'll hook you up. Thrill me now. You have a nice replay, but it's from a previous patch. Well, that's useful. Yeah, that is a problem. Sorry. I'm not going to reinstall COH and try to patch backwards for your replay. I wish we had recursive replay viewing. Ooh. Whoa. They tried to satchel that house, and look how damaged it is. Barton was narrowly able to escape. Wow, they sort of just dash across this opening, and the MG does not open up on them. Still being harassed by the M3. There's 2 penal squads out now. MG repositions, so does M3. Nice micro from OrvilleTheCat. Faust in, kills the... Ooh, doesn't necessarily kill, but creates an abandoned M3. I wonder if someone will try to repair it. It's got just absolutely no health at all. Oh, I wish this health bar worked. Hey, Peter Piero, look at this health bar. It says it's full when it's not. It's almost dead. You can see right there it's almost dead. So they have some health bar bugs. Maybe I should go after Rob Westwood, the UI designer for those kinds of things. All right, so now, look, it's still broken. It still doesn't work. So there's some bug when it's like less than 1% where it appears to be full health. And then look, now it fixes itself. So once it goes over 1%, it works again. Something to sort out, UI guys. So Barton's going to try to steal it. That's exciting. And look how quickly he has been able to repair it. So Barton's got himself an M3A1. Groovy.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Nick, what's up? I'm doing a broadcast, but I'm not keying up, so you'll only hear me if you watch the channel. I'm on the Sunday Night Fights channel. But they'll hear you. So if you and feel free to chip in if you like. It's a very casual broadcast. I'm just practicing for the weekend's tournament that's coming up.
Hello.
Barton's got a very strong point here with his pilfered M3A1, MG, lots of guys. Ooh, early Russian sniper. I love all these tier 1 units. You don't often see this from the Soviet player. I mean, it's usually at least 3 conscripts first, but
We finished it.
OrvilleTheCat, straight up tier 1 spam. Kind of into it. Kind of enjoying this. I'm gonna stop keying up, Nick, so you won't hear me unless you're watching the stream. Barton rushing in. He's going after the sniper. Here we go. We're following. Can he kill the last man? He's got an LMG upgraded Gren in there, but target priority, they keep shooting. Now, see, this is smart. Here's the technique, guys. When you have to retreat a unit that is highly valuable, high value unit, a good trick is to retreat a low value unit or a less valuable unit right behind them. So the player that's chasing you has difficulty prioritizing your unit, because in COH, when you have to micro the M3A1 to go forward, you can't also micro to attack. It's one or the other. So he wants to micro the unit to drive forward, which disallows him basically from targeting you. So to actually target those snipers, he would have had to micro forward a bit, target a bit, micro forward a bit, target a bit, which is a lot of labor. Players will get good at it, but so a good tip for newer players out there: retreat a lower value unit right behind or right in front of your high value unit is a good technique when you think you're going to be chased. All right, Blizzard coming in. I'm very excited that the new Samoski Winter has no blizzards. I think that is going to make it a viable tournament map, and I am so excited to see play tomorrow in the tournament on Samoski Winter. Blizzardless Samoski Winter. But here we have blizzards. These snipers are going to enjoy the blizzard. They don't suffer any penalties. They still move just as quickly, and they don't get cold. Ooh, flame round in from Barter's Mortars, Barton's Mortar. He's got this SDKFC 250, and that sends the infantry packing from the center. See, that my problem now is on the stream, it's hard to see all these units. I mean, it's a blizzard, it's low visibility, I get that, but it's like after you get it, you know, for as far as streaming CO2 during blizzards, it's just not that great. There's just not enough contrast. Everything's kind of just blurred out. So it's one of these situations where Relic will have to make some adjustments so that the gameplay trumps the realism. I mean, in a blizzard you can't see anything, but we're playing a game, so you can't really have a time in the game where you can't see anything. Just won't work. So we're gonna have to sacrifice this idea of not being able to see anything for a decent looking game, in my opinion. Okay, let's see. Barton, he's still got this. He's gonna try again with the LMG Grenadiers garrisoning this M3. They both have vet now. This is really fun. You know, Barton is very good with his units. He has gotten the M3A1 and the Grenadiers that are inside it up to one pip of vet each. That's pretty cool. Going to chase down those guys. They have no chance. Good retreat. This mortar doesn't know what to shoot at. Now we do have guards joining the fray. So guards and penals from Orville. That's a really cool early Russian build order. Guards, penals, snipers. I'm enjoying this, and it's working for him. You know, he's playing against Barton, who, you know, was the Langroskaya tournament finalist. And he's got him, you know, he's got about 60% map control. So this build order is working. Might have caught Barton a little off guard. We now have the mechanized compagnie up and away. So, wow, I thought maybe the first unit would be the scout car to give him more sniper defense, but Barton has elected for the half track so that he can reinforce at the field. This is a medic bunker, so he plans to do all his healing here instead of in his base. That's interesting. Most players would build this in their base because it's like a safe place and you can automatically heal your units after they retreat. But if your micro's really good, every time you retreat your units, you instantly run them up to this point. Then they can get their heals a little bit more forward and actually be part of the game and be part of the fight. So I'm sure his half track will come and hang out over here so he can reinforce there as well. All right, I don't want to see this unit die. It's such a great unit. Here he goes. He's on the chase again. Both snipers retreat. Look at the acceleration of the M3. But once again, having difficulty with target priority. Now he's killed one sniper, but he's hung up on the hedgerow, and it looks like the squad will once again survive. I think I remember watching Barton's stream. He's like, "Oh, fuck you, retard," something like this. He gets really mad. Well, not really mad, but he's just funny. He likes to insult the units and the opponent freely, and I don't think he means anything by it. That's just Barton's personality. That's just the way he plays. It's meant in good humor. If you get to know Barton well enough, all right, I'll just stop talking about it. Shut up. Okay, shut your mouth. I like Barton. He's a very entertaining player, and I think he's a pretty funny troll. If you control with humor, then it can be okay. Ooh, wow, that's a score. Look at that. PTRS 41 stolen. Look at the size of this thing. This gun. Look at that. Whoa, that is a huge gun. He's going to go hunt him some deer or bison or whatever he can find. Look at the size of that thing. He's ready to go hunting. All right, Barton's hard point is, look at this thing, still alive. I love it. I love it. Never see a stolen M3 live so long. Okay, these snipers are doing their work, though. They've got 8. Is this called a ghillie suit also, or is that just with... Okay, interesting smoke barrage from Barton. He just did a commander ability smoke bomb in the center. He's using the M3 to prevent harassment. What I was gonna say is I need to know how to describe these suits. It's not ghillie suit. I mean, the ghillie suit is with all the leaves and the camo and so forth. But well, we could call them KKK suits because that's what they look like. If someone would teach me how to describe these suits, I'd appreciate it. Okay, we see a ton of action in Kolodny in the center. I really like Kolodny. Kolodny was the first and only 1v1 map. Well, there was always Pripyat, but we never liked that map because it was a bridge map. Bridge maps always facilitate campy play. Oh, Barton was mad. He was very mad there. He did not want to lose his double vet Grenadiers with their LMG. Let's see if he can get the LMG back. Okay. So it's not as bad as it could have been. What was I saying? Yes, the Kolodny. I like this map. This dynamic between this house and this church in the center and these different access points. This is like a 5-way intersection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you could even call it 6. It's like a 6-way intersection. So that makes for a lot of fun play in the center because you have units occupying each of these little pockets. So I think Kolodny's got a lot of potential. I don't know. Kolodny Firma Winter. I don't know if it can be a viable competition map because of blizzards. Summer, perhaps. Winter, maybe after some adjustments. What if Relic would give us a winter version of Kolodny with no blizzards? That would be really cool. Can I have that, Matt, please? A third version of Kolodny? That would be great.
We have resistance! Pioneer squad taking casualties!
All right, what's going on in the base here? We're still in Tier 2. We do have a spanking new scout car. His mission surely will be to kill these snipers. He's charging them with pioneers, but oh man, look at that sniper. He just stays, gets as many kills as possible before retreating. And once again, the unit survives. This Su-85 came out so quickly. I mean, this thing was out a few minutes ago, so this is like a 13-minute Su-85. Barton has a pack to keep it at bay. They might have to retreat a bit because penal battalions are after them. Winter camouflage. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it is camouflage. Whenever you say camouflage in respect to uniforms, you always think of the green and brown spotted pattern. But yeah, in winter, they are indeed camouflage suits. There's a matchup that Orville enjoyed, pouring flames into the Russian Orthodox Church. Snipers have 14. I wonder if Barton will try some kind of trap. Like he's not using his potential sniper killer yet. He might be saving it for some kind of really smart flank. That would be cool. Because killing, I mean, when there's an Su-85 protecting the sniper, I mean, this is the thing with Code 2. we've seen Su-85s and snipers over and over and over and over again because they're just so difficult for Wehrmacht to counter. The Su-85 deals with any kind of vehicles, and the snipers deal with any kind of INF, and together, how do you kill those snipers? So you need to be really smart. You can't just, it's not a battle that you can win frontline v frontline. You have to somehow create some kind of flank where you can get behind the snipers, avoid the Su-85 fire, and eliminate the squad. They've got 16 kills. Barton's slowly creeping on the center. His mortar hasn't been too involved in the game. It's got 11 kills. That's fair enough. Okay. I'm eating my words. 11 kills is plenty for a mortar unit at 17 minutes. He's trying to mortar this sniping platform. Oh, these guys snuck in, so he knows about the scout car. They have no anti-tank capabilities, so there's not much they can do against that mortar. Snipers sneaking forward. Double vet now. 2 sniper squads out. So this is going to become a real thorn in Barton's side if he's not able to counter it. So this is the thing that I watch most closely, is how good Wehrmacht players deal with the sniper 85 combination. So whose round was this? Did Barton fire that? Yes, he did. So his incendiary barrage is cooling. So that was nice. He fired incendiary to cover the retreat path of his pack. The pack didn't survive, but at least he got it far enough back that it's close to his reinforced point. Ooh, that made him mad. I remember this on stream too. He was pissed that half track went down. Now basically, if he wants to reinforce up here, he has to reman the thing. I mean, he would love to reinforce these guys right now who just manned his pack, but he can't. Okay, fail satchel, totally avoided. I just tabbed out accidentally. I'm sorry. I don't know how or why that happens. So, interesting use of smoke in this situation. I'm not quite sure why he did it, because I mean, I guess he couldn't chase. I mean, if he wanted to chase and kill, oh my goodness, every time I click up there, it tabs out. Why are you doing that? Why is it doing that? Does it think I'm clicking on these things? I'm not clicking on those things. I'm not even showing those things. If I click here, it tabs out on me, man. That's killing me. All right. Don't click top left. Note to self. So I'm not actually sure why he dropped smoke. I would have wanted to try to chase the Su-85 and try to kill it. Okay. Orville very good with the repairs. Going to get over there and bring that Su-85 back to life. Barton has rebuilt the half track. It's on its way. Here it comes. Joining us. Okay, the scout car showed its face and the snipers retreated. That's fine. That will delay the speed at which they are killing you, but it's not a long-term solution. We're still waiting to see how or if Barton can counter these snipers. Very campy at the moment. These guys aren't really attacking each other. There's some harassment on the flanks going on the wings.
Pioneers ready for anything.
A guard nade, not a satchel. Thank you for that correction, Bach 120. I think the smoke reveals units that it hits. Scanning for the snipers. Wow. If that's the case, I learned something. If someone could confirm that a smoke barrage from the off-map actually reveals units, but that's so counterintuitive because smoke is supposed to stop things from being revealed. You're not supposed to be able to see it through it. I mean, if it does reveal them, how could you shoot at them for very long? Because the smoke is going to cover line of sight very quickly, isn't it? Okay, well, maybe I'll try to get an interview with Barton himself to learn about the mechanics of off-map smoke bombs, because he is using them a lot in this replay, and I would like to know the thinking behind it. Here it comes again. So, wow. Okay, I'm starting to believe, apropos Joe, that smoke somehow spots for snipers. Excellent stuff. Okay, learning things. Watching a replay and learning something about the game, that is great. I'm really glad I chose this. If your stream is lagging, it might be because down there, you can choose instead setting. And you might be on source and not be able to handle it because my source is 1920 by 1200 at 25 FPS. So it's a very high quality stream. And I personally couldn't watch my own stream. Whenever I try to watch a 1080p stream, even from big events where Twitch is devoting lots of server upload, I will lag. So I usually go down to around 720p. So you can hover over where it says source and select high, medium, or low, and hopefully that will sort out your lag. I'm pretty sure it's not me. I've got a 7 meg upload. I've been testing all week, and my videos have been lag-free. So if the videos are lag-free, that means my upload to Twitch is good. And then it's the download side. It also might be the case that Twitch is not giving me much. Twitch is not uploading my stream to you at a very high rate, so it can be the case that Twitch is simply lagging in its upload to my viewers. A lot of factors, too many factors to deal with, but I hope you can sort it out. Because lag is the ultimate enemy of good streams. Okay, we have a good fight going on. These guys are up here spotting. Snipers are off on their own. This is the time to get them. It's when they're out of Su-85 cover. Is Barton going to go for it? Is he going to chase? There is that Su-85 right around the corner waiting for him. Here he comes. He might be able to sneak by. Look, there's even mines there. So OrvilleTheCat is very well prepared to deal with rushes against the snipers. He's mined the choke points. Okay, this scout car, Barton was a little AFK, paying attention to it. He's trying to attack in here. This battle is going on across the entire screen. He's trying to micro AT guns. Ooh, this squad gets insta-gibbed by I don't know what. They just sort of vanished. Could have been the mortar. Has 17 kills now. You guys, generally, when we cast, NTD does the observing. So he points the camera where the action is, and he never misses a beat. He's excellent at it. He's got years of experience. I, on the other hand, have been doing this for 1 week. I suck at obsing, so some of the feedback I'm looking for is on how I'm obsing, like how I'm moving the camera, what things I'm showing. It's really difficult to cast and obs and catch everything at the same time. Here comes another smoke barrage. Well, maybe we should turn the fog of war on. That's one way to figure out how these smoke bombs work. Maybe next time I can predict that he's going to do it, and I can turn the fog of war on, and I can see what Barton sees.
Don't let them flank us! I'm burning!
I love learning new tactics. It recharges very quickly, and it's only 50 ammo, so it is kind of spammable. Oh, this Su-85 is getting aggressive. He's so bad against infantry. Oh, there you go. Whoa! Oh, my. Squad annihilated in the church. See, now I kind of missed that. I kind of got it, but I kind of missed it as well. Obsing is hard, particularly in the winter where you can barely see the units yourself, much less, follow all the action. There's the enemy. Barton hasn't dealt with it yet. We're 24 minutes in, and this is getting hard to deal with. 2 Su-85s, 2 snipers. Barton's AT guns are all down. The Su-85s can just push forward like big bullies. They can work on this bunker. That's one thing they're good at destroying. They can kill a bunker very quickly. Not so good at killing imps, but great at taking out a bunker. And Barton is scattering around, trying to regroup. Look at his mortar's triple that. He almost lost that. He managed to save it barely. OrvilleTheCat using this opportunity to cap up more map. He got the center VP. He's harassing on the wings and freezing while he's at it. Is he out of the radius? Look at this. The radius is so small. Look at this. These guys are dying from cold because they're out of the radius. A funny thing is on Relic's stream here, they finally realize it, how badly they need to get closer to those flames. Peter was streaming, and they were playing like a 2v2. I think it was on Winter Moscow, and he said, man, those radii are small. We really need to increase the radius of the fire. Yes, you do. Yes, you really do. At least to like here, just a little bit. I mean, it doesn't need a big increase. Just a little increase would make those fires a lot more useful. Right now, you can barely fit a squad in there. It's a bit ridiculous. So it needs to go to about here. I'd say maybe a 50% increase would be good for the fire radius. Okay. The snipers are heading north to deal with these grenadiers. Barton's still licking his wounds. He's brought his half-track back up to full health. He's teching to tier 3. Well, he's teching battle phase 3, which is to tier 4. Relic, it would have been great if you would have called these 2, 3, and 4. C'est la vie. It's too late now. We'll just have to refer to them as battle phases that don't relate at all to the tiers that they provide. Okay, so tier 4 is on its way. I wonder what Barton's going to go after. I think, well, spoiler, I think it's going to be a Panther, from what I remember. Okay, well, Orville had the opportunity to really cap Barton out, but he wasn't able to. I mean, Barton's still got 1 VP. He's not draining that quickly. Orville's got a very large VP lead. But he was a bit conservative when he had the advantage. You know, these guys are back here chilling. He didn't poke as far as he could have. I don't know what he was afraid of exactly. I mean, the way I play this game, I keep pushing until something pushes back, and that's why I lose a lot of units. I am a very aggressive player. I suck at unit preservation. I suck at just consolidating territory and playing defensively. But that's what I like. That's the style I like. And I think for Orville, I think he could have been a bit more aggressive when he had Barton on the back foot. So now he's kind of let Barton back into the game a bit, and we will see. He's got 360 fuel in the bank. Look, he can afford a Panther right now. He's got the manpower and the fuel. Come on, Barton, click the button. Let's do it. He's microing over here. There it is. Panther on the way. Very nice. 600 manpower, 130 fuel. Paid for. Did you get your receipt, Barton? It's always good to keep your receipt in case of returns or defaults in the unit. Defects. Okay, the SU-85s decide they want to play this game again. They're rushing forward. Don't get Fausted, guys. I mean, that's why you didn't come forward before, right? You didn't want to get Fausted. Look, they even have anti-tank capabilities with this captured PTRS. Okay, well, this guy, he walked right into a Faust. Gave these dudes triple vet. If you get Fausted too, that would not be smart. Okay, you have no business here. I don't know what you were doing, but you have no business here. The snipers are still alive and well. One of them has double vet. 27 kills. This is the unit that Orville needs to worry about. These will slowly but surely do some damage. Guards are trying to protect the retreat of the SU-85. I need more names for these units. I find it difficult to constantly refer to Russian armor as SU-85, ISU-152, T-34, SU-76. There's just too many letters and numbers and acronyms. So I need names for these units. I'm sure they had nicknames during the war. I need to brush up on my Russian history and learn other names for the SU-85. If anybody has one in chat, I would appreciate it. That would be great. Give me something else to call that bad boy. Barton's Panther is on the field. Let's give him a little bit of love. Nice skin. Smoke down again, and I missed it. All right, back to the fight. Sorry, bad obsing. Missing the fight totally. Geeking out on the unit. I have a bad tendency to do that. Whoa, Panther just rams the house and destroys it. Tanks and heavy vehicles are excellent at destroying buildings, so if there's a squad in a building and your tank is nearby, just micro him into the building and try to crush the house and kill the squad. Let's see if Barton can get this hill. I don't know why exactly he blocked himself via that little shed, but now we have two T-34-85s on the field, and they might kill the Panther and save this SU-85. Oh, man. Barton did not expect that. He was totally surprised by these upgunned T-34s. I need a good nickname for them, too. There are surely many nicknames for the T-34s. I mean, even if it's a Russian name, I can learn to pronounce it. That's fine, too. What's Pizdets Zemu? Is that a nickname? The Finns called the T-34 Scalp, a water bird. Oh, that's good. I like that. That's very good. There were so many T-34s, thousands upon thousands, that I'm sure they got plenty of nicknames, both from the Germans, Americans, Soviets. I'm sure there are plenty of nicknames. I need to do some nickname research, because acronyms do not make me happy. T-34-85, way too many numbers and letters. So those came just at the right time. This Su-85 is being repaired, and suddenly, again, Orville is all over the map. The snipers are capping behind these tanks, and they are having their way with Barton, who lost a Panther. It is not easy to kill one of Barton's Panthers. I mean, his first mistake was going on this side of the hedge, right? Why didn't he just go up here and follow this tank and kill it? I don't know why he went south of the hedge. He should have stayed on the road, north of the hedge, you know, stay out of this heavy snow where that slowed him down a bit, and, you know, killed him off. And then maybe when he saw the T-34s, he could have used the road and backed out and saved himself. But that's all spilled milk now. The second Panther is on the field, and let's see if it can deal with these rampaging T-34-85s, who kill his beautiful triple vet order half-track. Sad day for the Wehrmacht. Tears are shed. That was a beautiful unit, all vetted up, tons of kills. Now it's down. Orville's got 2 damaged engines. He will surely lose this forward T-34. 1,010 XP given. Not even a stripe of vet on the Panther, although he's 3/4 of the way. When you kill a tank, isn't that enough to get some vet? I mean, come on. That's one of my gripes. Vetting up big, heavy tanks like Tigers and Panthers is so incredibly difficult. They can kill tanks, they can kill dozens of infantry, and not vet up. That's a little much. They need to be able to vet up. When you kill a T-34 Su-85, I think that's at least worth 1 stripe of vet. But I guess in Code 2 it's totally different. It's not just the kill shot that you're getting vet for. It's the amount of damage that you do per shot. So I don't know if there's a bonus for actually killing a unit, or if it's the same. It's just, you know, the amount of damage you did to the unit. It's a good question for Peter. Note to self.
We are losing a sector.
I'm trying to actually badger Peter into co-casting some games with me tomorrow. So when we come up with all these great balance and you know, game mechanics questions, we can drill Peter live. We're going to try to do a cast tomorrow at around, let's see, around 12 noon his time. That's 12 noon Pacific Daylight Time, which would be about 9 p.m. my time. So 9 p.m. Central European Time. That's 7 p.m. GMT, 6 p.m. in London. So if you would like to join us tomorrow, that is when our Samoski tourney streams will begin in earnest. We'll find some good games from the early rounds of tomorrow's games, and I will cast them, and hopefully Peter Kumse, Relic developer, will be my guest. Wouldn't that be great? Barton, still 34 minutes in, these snipers not countered, 29 kills, 12 kills. How is he going to deal with them? All of the tools that he had prepared with smoke, the stolen M3, the scout car. Well, he does have a scout car. He's got a new scout car. So, okay, this tool is back and ready to try to deal with these guys. You got to catch them when they're separated from the Su-85s. It's hard to know when they are separated. Like, it would be hard to know now that you should be over here. But you can set traps for them. A common technique is to bring a unit that you know is good sniper food to a corner of the map, draw the snipers over there, and then when they come as baited, you know, hit them with the scout car. But the scout car is not in position to do that. He needs to be up here behind the grenadiers waiting, so when the trap springs, he can jump up all over these and try to kill one of the squads off. I'm very excited to see the metagame tactics of Code 2 develop. You know, there are tricks and traps and ambushes and ways to exploit true sight that you know, Code 1 veterans have not yet mastered, and that's good, because we like to see people learning to play the game, trying new things, developing very tricky tactics. I wish Marinez would pick up the game. He's still playing Dota, but Marinez was really excellent at developing new traps and tactics. And even if he would lose a long game, he would discover something in the game that he played, because he would always be trying stuff. And sometimes it would work out, and he would, discover a new tactic that they could put in his playbook and use at a later date.
Requested units have arrived.
So we got to get these guys playing KO2. I think the balance patch on Tuesday was fantastic. I think it adjusted the units that were problematic. So I think we'll see some good games tomorrow and on Sunday. And once again, I have to say publicly, thank you very much to Peter and Piero, who worked overtime on the weekend to rush that patch out before our tourney. That's just for us, so Code2.org community and tourney players, you guys got to give some love to Peter and Piero for working overtime to provide a better game experience for our tournament. That patch wasn't planned until like a week or two from now. So they spent the weekend doing quality assurance, checking to make sure that they could actually launch the patch early. And they did it, and they did it for us. So thanks you guys. Relic's doing their part. You guys got to give them a little bit of love and respect. You guys give them so much flack on the forums. I mean, it's depressing. I don't even read the balance forums, even on my own website, because there's just so much nonsense. I mean, maybe we should moderate it more. I don't know. You guys tell me. We can moderate more of that nonsense, but, that goes against our general attitude that we want it to be as unmoderated as possible. Well, this is exciting. The T-3485s are chasing this Panther. Two of them are quite strong, but wow, against two Panthers, that's going to be a tough fight. This Su-85 that's hanging out back here needs to get into range. Barton has done well to micro forward. Okay, one is down. Double vet on this Panther. He needs to try to save this one. Don't show your tail. Don't show your tail to the main gun. Can he get out of there? Mark target in effect. The T-3485 is chasing, but he's taking damage from both ends. And Barton is successful, wins the engagement, kills the tank, but now this one is in trouble because the Su-85 has joined the fray, and so has infantry. Barton needs to back out of this, particularly with an AT gun behind it. He's going to try to kite. Oh, Barton, no, that's not happening. Okay, this tank was lost. That was bad decision making. Maybe he could have pulled away if he'd headed in this direction and just tried to escape. Now if I wonder, is Orville going to be aggressive? This is a double vet Su-85, strong survivability. How are these snipers doing? This unit is also good at killing snipers. Is he going to chase? Yes, he is. Is he going to avoid this? Oh, God, tabbed out again right at the key moment. Never click near the top of my screen. Why is it doing it? If anybody can tell me why I'm randomly tabbing out when I click up here, I would really appreciate it, because I don't want that to happen. If there's something to disable, please tell me what I should disable so that it doesn't do that. Okay, did the Su-85 get a shot through all these blockers in on that half-track to kill it? It must have, right? I mean, there wasn't anything else around. So, Barton loses his second. Oh, Barton's army hurting. He's down to 2 grenadiers, a very damaged Panther that he's now showing. He's showing his enemy how damaged this Panther is. If this Su-85 could get those engines burning and get his tail over here, he could kill this. Is he going to try it? Nope. He's content to sit in the center. He's self-repairing. That's interesting. If we hop over to OrvilleTheCat, we can see that he has the passive vehicle repair training at the end of his commander choice, so he's back to full health. I still have yet to print out my commander cheat sheet. Liwo Union, who is in the chat, made these excellent commander cheat sheets and he's keeping them updated too. When they change the numbers, he changes the sheets. You've got all the commanders across the top with their icons, and then you've got all the abilities with their costs overlaid over their icons. So big appreciation to Liwo Union. I got to make a point tomorrow morning to print out your latest cheat sheets so that I can actually tell you which commander this is. So, Liwo Union, you've surely got your cheat sheet in front of you. Which commander is Barton playing, if you would tell us, please? And then also, which commander is OrvilleTheCat playing with the vehicle repair at the end and the Mark vehicle and the T-3485s. If you could give us those commander names, I would appreciate it. Oh, Pez Reborn in the chat. What's up, Pez? Pez, this last patch is really good. You should play some KO2 and you should stream it. After this game, maybe I'll pass the ball over to you for some KO2 streaming. Pez Reborn in the house. What's up, Pizzle? Pizzle Mashizzle. These guys arrived just in time to stop the cap. Look at that. But, oh, they succeed. Look at that. They take a lot of damage. Hopefully they survive the experience, but they are able to stop this VP from falling into the hands of the Red Army. Alright, the Panther is kind of back in effect. Barton got him up to about 60 or 70% health. But, I mean, look at the Russian army. There's so much anti-tank in the center. 2 Su-85s and an AT gun. All the action is over here with the infantry. Orville's just preserved his snipers fantastically. He's got 17 kills on this one. They've capped points. This one's got 37 kills. Barton has been just impotent, shall we say, in countering those snipers. He keeps building the right tool, but he's just not able to find a way. And I can't blame him. It's incredibly difficult. I mean, you have to avoid mines. You have to avoid all these bad boys. Look at this. He tried over here, and look what happened. You know, decrewed scout car ready to be occupied by the Russians. Let's see if they go for it. He's protecting the area, so he could recapture this if he chooses. Uh-oh, Panther getting aggressive. Blitzkrieg popped. He's gotten behind the AT gun, but oh, there's so much action there. This has been fouled. Look how super slow he is. He doesn't even have his his binoculars up, and he's still rotating so slow. I guess that's because of the damaged engine. Look at Barton. He was just making a little world tour. He zipped in here. You can follow his tank treads. I love that about winter maps. You can follow his tank treads and see where that Panther has been adventuring. Once again, he's behind the Ziz. We got marked target. You can see the plane flying around. He is spotting that Panther, so he will follow that Panther and keep him spotted. So if we go to Orville and turn on the fog of war, he should have LOS on that Panther. You can see even when he's... Alright, the ability is stopped now, but as it's running, he will follow that tank wherever he goes. A very useful ability. All of these abilities that exploit true sight and are used to manipulate LOS. Ooh. Panzer Grenadiers annihilated by the snipers. They are now triple and double vet. A frightening combination. Barton desperately needs to save this Panther and get him back to health. Okay, Barton is really low on VPs. He's down to 30. Can he salvage this game? I don't think he has the tools. His army's just too small. He's building another scout car and another grenadier squad. He's got nothing to deal with these Su-85s and this AT gun. And the VP situation is getting desperate. This one man has to stay to try to lower this VP. He's got a little help now. All right, these guys are packing. He's got a chance. I mean, he's getting triple capped right now. So that's 3 VPs every 3 seconds. That's a VP per second. That's painful. And what? He's going to... Oh, look at these guys. They're both down to 1 guy. The snipers are there. There's just nothing he can do. He's down to 6 VPs, and he is going to get capped out. So, I had no idea that Barton lost this in the end, but he is not able to overcome these rascally snipers. OrvilleTheCat added insult to injury by building a 3rd sniper squad at the end. So let's see if Liwo Union came through with our commander names. OrvilleTheCat's commander is Guard Motor Coordination Tactics. Here's the guard part. Here's the motor part. And I guess if they're coordinated, this is Guard Motor Coordination Tactics. All right, and so what commander did Barton play? Barton played Festung Support Doctrine. Okay, Festung auf Deutsch just means... Oh, man. What's Festung? German speakers, please. Festung is defense? Oh, man. My German is failing me. I don't know the exact translation for Festung. Support, that's one of those words that you could throw into any doctrine. This is why I can't remember any doctrine names, because they frequently use words like support and coordination. Oh, fortress. Okay, thank you very much, Bach 120. So this is the support fortress doctrine, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Where are the support units? Okay, I guess a half-track is a support unit. Barton could have built a howitzer, but didn't. And I don't know if he ever used sector. He was using a lot of the smoke bombs. So we might have learned a new tactic that needs further investigation. We'll have to see if those smoke bombs light up snipers in the fog of war. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming out. I hope I hit the right hotkey. I'm OrvilleTheCat. I will be casting as many games as I can tomorrow from our Samoski tournament. The sign-ups for the Samoski tournament close in an hour and 15 minutes. So if you're not signed up yet, run on over to co2.org, go to Events Central, and find the sign-ups thread and put your name down. Even if you're not very good at the game, doesn't matter. You know, if you're just discovering the game, the opportunity to get crushed by a good player is a valuable learning experience. Whenever I wasn't running tournaments before, I would play in them, even though I'm not that great of a 1v1 player. I would play in them anyway. I had the wonderful opportunity of getting beat by Swix. Do you guys remember Swix from Co 1? He beat my ass in the custom map tournament on Uncle Sam's Duclair 1v1. He crushed me. It was embarrassing. He just sat on my cutoff. I think he went Brits. Sweeks was a big OF player. He went Brits and PE and whooped my ass. So that was a wonderful experience. Look, I remember it to this day. So even getting your ass kicked by a much better player can be a valuable experience, a memorable experience. I got beaten by Aimstrong on a later SNF custom map tournament that we did on a map that I can't even name now. It never wound up going into our rotation, but it was a city map, and there were tons of houses, and Aimstrong was he like mass Pio flamers against me and just sat in houses and flamed all my houses and kicked my ass. He just thought the game better than I did. Of course, Aimstrong you can count on for being excellent strategically and building the correct units to counter whatever you've got. What other defeats can I remember? I don't know. There were plenty. Every time you lose in a tournament, you remember it. So the point I'm trying to make is everybody should sign up. Have fun. It's an honor to face some of the top players in this game, even if you get crushed. I just hope my hope for tomorrow is that we fill all 64 slots. We're now up to almost 100 signups. And generally, our turnout rate for tournaments is about 50, 60%. So 50 or 60% of 100 is around 60. So if we're lucky, if we get 64 slots filled and a full first round, I will be a happy tournament organizer. And so will General Hell. We put a lot of work into these tournaments, creating spreadsheets, trying to seed you guys as best we can, bringing you these streams, twisting the developers' arms to give us patches before our tournament starts. So all you got to do is play in them and show up. Sign up and show up. Check in. Just a review. You have to join the co2.org Steam group, and you have to say, OrvilleTheCat checking in. So tell us your player name. Type into the Steam group chat that you're there, and we will check you in the spreadsheet. You'll get a link to the spreadsheet. You'll see a little X by your name or something so that you can confirm that we did see what you typed, and you are checked in. So everybody has to check in. People that are on the wait list have to check in. People that are in the confirmed first 64 slots have to check in. The check-in period will run for about an hour and a half before the tournament starts. So just hop in the Steam group chat and say that you're here. Confirm that you're checked in by checking in the spreadsheet. We'll provide the links to that tomorrow. And you're good to go. And then just show up at tourney time and start your games on time. The first couple of rounds are going to be best of one, so mirror matches will be allowed. We might see some interesting crowd on crowd or red army on red army violence in those first couple rounds. But then when we go to best of three, of course, it'll be the traditional take turns playing each faction. Okay, that's it for me. Any questions for me before I go offline? You're welcome. Apropos, Joe, it's my pleasure to bring you this stream. Thrill, are you going to start streaming some games? Post your stream ID in your chat. If you're about to start streaming, go ahead and throw your stream link up in my chat because I will pass the ball to you. Maybe Pez will stream some 2v2s for us. What time do the matches start? Well, let's see. Let's go to this. And now you can see my browser. I'm on co2.org, and I can just go to the announcement. And all of the times should be posted there. Here's the announcement at the top of the news index. And here are the start times. Round 1 starts at 4 o'clock GMT. So I am now a time zone master. I have mastered all of the time zones in my favorite regions, West Coast, UK, and Europe. So I can tell you that 4 p.m. GMT is 6 p.m. Central European Summertime, 5 p.m. British Summertime, and 9 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So there you go. There are your start times. Check-in will start, like I said, about 2 hours before that. So this is very important that you read this. If you miss your check-in, you're not playing. We're very tight about this. We will open the check-ins right at 2 o'clock GMT, 4 p.m. in Europe. And we will close them right at 3:30 GMT. So if you don't check in by then, if you check in at 3:31 GMT, you are, what we like to say, shit out of luck. You will not be playing in the tournament. So if you don't check in, you don't play. That's how it goes. We got to run a tight ship. This gives us half an hour to seed the players and prepare the brackets. We always try to make that transition as quickly as we can. We start playing with our spreadsheet, looking at who we got, eliminating the players that didn't show up, and try to get the seeds into a decent enough order that our brackets will provide an entertaining single elimination tournament. And General and Hell and I, we are masters. We've done this so many times. I predict that we get the brackets up within 15 minutes. So by 15:45, the bracket should be up. That gives you 15 minutes to find your opponent, and then you should be able to start your game right at 1600 GMT. All right, a delay between video and audio, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to check. When I've been making these streams so that I can watch the VODs and check my tech and see if I'm doing stuff right or wrong. Marcus and Pez 2v2. That would be hot. Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Arranged in our chat. Marcus and Pez 2v2. Try to fight them. They will be good. They are both very good players. So hopefully Pez will stream. Rome Total War 2. Free game. Come on. You can win the game. It might be having its own growing pains now. It's freshly released. But, winning, third place gets a Rome Total War key. That's worth like $60. So, hey. You can't complain. I think Noun hooked us up. Noun hooked us up with all of these prizes in collaboration with Sega. And, this has its own value because it's signed by the Relic devs. So this is a really special first place prize. I don't know if you could sell it on eBay or what, but you might be able to get some good money from a crazy Company of Heroes fan. I can tell you a story. We sold a signed poster. No, it wasn't even signed. It was just like a numbered poster of Company of Heroes 1 with the Sherman tank on it for $500 to a crazy Company of Heroes fan. So who knows what you could get for this on eBay or what this is actually worth. But just the Red Army edition alone in the steel box, that's a $100 value. This comes with all of the Theater of War, and this even gives you access to stuff that is going to come out later this month. Just a few hours ago, we had a letter from the producer, Greg Wilson, and he said that Theater of War update is incoming. So later this month, we will have new Theater of War content. It's going to be from the German perspective, so we're going to get some German co-op and single-player missions in the Theater of War. That should be fun. And if you get this, if you win this or buy it, collector's edition, you get all that content inclusive. So that's good stuff there. In total, just the face value, this is over $300 worth of game keys. So please, last chance to sign up for our tournament. We're going to see you tomorrow. And I will be back, hopefully with Peter Kumpse by my side, to bring you early round games from our Simoski tournament, both summer and winter. It's going to be fun. So we'll see you there. I'll be doing it right here on this channel. If you haven't followed us yet, please follow. If you haven't followed me on Twitter yet, please follow me. Even if you're not on Twitter, just join Twitter and follow me just cuz you appreciate the work I do. That's all I get. I get Twitter followers. So if you like this stream, please follow me. All right, I'm going to throw some music at you guys. Go find a better stream, something live and in effect.